What's so funny?
Nothing, I guess. Prepare to die!
I will do no such thing! Alright, so basically, what you can do is if you have enough ammo and enough powerful weapons, you can take this down manually with your own, weaponry. However, as I do not have that, we are forced to make use of all of these wonderfully placed turrets. The problem is, oh boy, the turret does, like, scratch damage, and 95% of your time you're going to be spending it just trying to get rid of all these mines to prevent you from dying so you can keep doing this. So you barely get a chance to do any damage before you're forced to completely reroute your entire frigging strategy so you can prevent yourself from dying so you can keep fighting. And it goes on like this for a long time, and eventually you start destroying your turrets. And it takes forever, guys. Even with the Rhino, this nonsense just goes on and on and on and on. So, I'm going to wait until he destroys my first turret, and then I'm going to speed up for the sake of your guys' sanity, because this could take up to like 15 to 20 minutes. I've got nothing to say on the matter. This is all he does. He just shoots out these various explosives like that. In fact, I'm probably even going to die once or twice because I'm not going to be able to get all of these guys. So it's probably for the best. He shoots a laser, and ta-da. Like this, I can chuck a couple meteorites at him, but not exactly the best damage. So, for the sake of your sanity, but not mine, sadly, super duper speed up, go! And alright, we're pretty much almost there to the victory, assuming I don't die really soon. Everything should work out. I have no idea how long this fight ended up taking, but I can assure you, above all else, that it was too long. My goodness gracious, this was not nearly interesting enough to be as long of a fight as it ended up being. There's really nothing else you can do about it. Like, this is the expected way to go about it. If the cannons were at least slightly stronger, maybe this wouldn't have been so bad. But, yeesh. Either way, he's done.
You okay, Clank? Great. Let's go.
Hello? Aren't you forgetting someone?
No.
Oh, I meant after we free Angela.
Thanks. Now, before you run off, take a look at this.
Okay.
I picked it out of Lizard Boy's pocket.
Log entry 4792. Returning from Megacorp's distribution center. And beginning to suspect that Megacorp has lied to me. The extra-large decorative paperweights being stored there might actually be an enormous supply of protopets. Which might explain why the whole facility is guarded by ravenous mutant creatures. Their warehouse ship may hold as many as 10 million crates, and with 100 protopets per crate, that could be as many as, 3.5 zillion protopets. A secret shipment that large can only mean one thing. Megacorp is up to no good. I will confront them as soon as possible and demand a bigger cut of the action.
Well, that's horrifying.
Are they insane?
The galaxy is in far more danger than I had imagined. Do you suppose, Mr.
We've
Fizzwidget...
wasted enough time on Fizzwidget already. I swear that crazy old man is not the same person I used to work for.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You used to work for Megacorp?
Yes, in the genetics division.
On the Protopet?
On fixing the Protopet's flaws. And I was this close to succeeding when Fizzwidget suddenly pushed up their release date.
Is it worth disrupting the Protopet shipments?
It's a start. But to stop them for good, we're gonna need to break into Megacorp headquarters.
Break in? How?
I have an old Megacorp ID on my home planet.
We'll split up then. Clank and I will go to the distribution facility. You go grab the ID.
By Jove, it sounds like we've got ourselves one hell of a plan. All right, sweet. First and foremost, though, getting all my ammo back. I wasted all of it trying to make a dent in that giant mech. My goodness gracious, Gorly Gorsh, that was stupid. All right, whatever. To the distribution facility, where I'll be able to handle things in a much more timely manner. We're just gonna have to push past it, not even think about it anymore, because that was just silly.
See if you can find any more news on the Protopets.
Doubtful.
And now, Behind the Hero brings you the conclusion of our series on Captain Quark. As of this airing, the fugitive superhero has been missing for almost 6 weeks. Did he die heroically? Was he the victim of an overzealous fan? Or is he still out there somewhere? The galaxy may never know, but stay tuned for more baseless speculation and crackpot theories on Behind the Hero.
Yep, that's pretty much modern TV.
Well, no more Quark.
Good. It is almost time for RoboChef.
Yep, clearly. Very obviously. No more Quark, ever. It's not like he's the single most recurring character outside of Ratchet and Clank in this series or anything. And it's also not totally obviously him disguised as Fizzwidget. I mean, that would just be absurd, clearly. Alright, well, whatever. Point is, even if I can see it coming, I don't really care, because it's still totally awesome. I like Quark. He starts off as a bumbling fool, but eventually becomes a pretty decent ally, all things considered. He's not great, I mean, obviously, but he helps out to an admirable extent. At least enough to the point of becoming playable and being able to use all the same weapons as Ratchet in at least 2 or 3 games. It's hard to remember. There are a lot of Ratchet and Clank games, so it's kind of hard to remember every last single detail about every single one at that exact moment in time. I can't just recall all this stuff. Sometimes I have to think about it. Either way, doesn't really matter. Just gotta climb myself all sorts of crates and whatnot. Ugh. That overzealous fan, though, reminded me I was kind of sort of supposed to deliver this action figure over to that one nerd so I could get that magnetizer, but I forgot, and it's too late to go back now. So I guess we'll do that once we're done here. I mean, why not? All right, now unleash all of the evil demon monsters. Oy, this is a very interesting choice for your security measures, I've got to say. I suppose it makes sense. You can't really trust, I guess, anybody who is of a more sentient manner, I suppose. But still, weird. Out. Nope. Nope. No. No. You leave me alone. Wow, I am taking way too much damage. Ugh! Get away from me. Seriously. Friggin' jerks. Why they gotta be all like this? Evil, crazy monster creatures. I don't want to have to fight you. I just want to save the friggin' galaxy. I don't know why you gotta make that so difficult with your crazy evilness. Well, they're not evil, they're just kind of mindless. They're just territorial animals ripped out from, you know, wherever they're actually supposed to be living and thrown into a situation where they really shouldn't be in, and they're kind of a tragic casualty to all of this. But we're really not supposed to think too hard about that sort of thing. Just monsters, you just gotta beat them up and then you gotta move on with your life. It's all you gotta do. Anyway, don't know why I tried to activate that. I, in fact, know exactly... What the... That's supposed to be a Lombax face? No, that's a... Well, it's not a Protopet. I guess it's supposed to be one of the dudes over here. This is probably, you know, their crate's full of evil... I keep calling them evil, even though they're not. Whatever. They're full of monster, alien, guy dude things. Is basically the point. That's basically the long and short of it. Pew, pew. And leap of justice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, whoa. How about no? Sheesh, okay. How rude. All right, anyway, back to the dynamo. And into the shipping container, haha. Very good, very good. And then we must prepare ourselves for another epic jump. Ah, that was the perfect moment to say a mighty jump. Dang it. Forgetting my own friggin' catchphrases. I almost didn't make that, but then I did, and I feel good about that. Okay. All right, jumping back down into the middle of a crazy town where lots of monsters wish to do me untold harm. And lots of purple ones. A lot of little itty-bitty tiny ones. I don't know why they would get so many of those. The big ones are clearly the only ones. Ow! Really doing any admirable damage. Sheesh. And I can't even say, I didn't even jinx it. I was complimenting them, all things considered. Okay, let's see here. What we want to do is get onto whatever this thing is. I don't even know. It's like a chandelier, but it's obviously not, because why would it be a chandelier of all things? But still, gotta get onto it. It's just because of the, you know, the thing. It makes it go swingy, swingy, kind of like if it were a chandelier. That's just what it reminds me of, is all. Anyway, time for one of these things. Alrighty, ready. Okay, keep that flipped, keep that flipped, keep that flipped. Keep it going. Wait patiently. Okay, almost kind of just doomed myself there, and there we go. Don't even have to think anymore. Woohoo! Woo! I almost made a mistake, but then I pulled through in the end. Everything worked out just fine. All right. Elevator, engage, and whatnot. All right, hello, hello. Oh!
Incoming! Get down!
Huh.
What the?
Well, that's different.
Hello,
Ratchet and Clank.
you lucky devils.
Angela Cross.
Has just sent you a galactic greeting.
Guys, if you get this message, please meet me on my home world. Just so you know, I found my old ID badge. I'm pretty sure we can still use it to infiltrate Megacorp HQ, but you're gonna have to hurry. Before the Protopets completely overrun us! Oh, and sorry for the balloonogram. It was the only thing I could get off this
We hope you enjoyed your galactic greeting.
I did. Thank you.
That Angela is quite resourceful.
Yeah, she thinks of everything, doesn't she?
She also appears to be in great danger.
Honestly, not that bad a danger, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, she holds out perfectly well, but she just kind of hangs out in her house and waits for us to show up. So, not that big a deal. Regardless, we are not quite done here. We haven't even done the actual main objective of this whole escapade. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we've got that guy over there. Just take care of him. Just cut that right out of the middle, man. I don't want to deal with that noise. Yeah, okay, I thought I saw an ammo thing, but I got distracted by a guy trying to shoot me in the face, as is the case sometimes. It happens more often than I care to admit. Anyway, yep, still don't really, I either don't have the money to, you know, spend on weapons, or it's a weapon I really don't have any interest in owning. But I will in fact, I'll be using the challenge mode to get the money I need in order to buy everything, and I will show you guys all of the weapons. At the very least, I can do that much for you guys. Besides, I don't mind playing through this game 2, 3, 4 more times, as many times as I need in order to get everything that I need to get. Who knows how long it'll end up taking me, but playing through a game is a lot easier when I'm not recording, because I can only record for as long as my vocal cords are willing to cooperate with me. Until then, I mean, I can play video games for like 12 hours a day if I truly desire, and sometimes I very much do. But when I'm recording, I can only go for like 3, sometimes maybe 4 hours at a time. So, you gotta do what you can oughta do. And I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. In fact, thinking of this, I think I'm roughly around 3 hours. Yeah, actually, almost 3 hours exactly. Fantastic. Although, I'm not really feeling all that tired, and I've got plenty of time left, so I might as well just keep on playing. Why not? The more work I get done in a day, the better. It just means more videos for you guys in the long run, and I like to think that's something you guys would like. You wouldn't be watching it otherwise. Alright, that was a dead end. And that was also a dead end. And that was also a dead end. Good job, me. Woo! Alright. Well, that was the first total failure I ever did. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. That is not good. Oh, and I made it. Ha-ha! That worked out exactly as planned. Oh, hang on. That's the dynamo. Nope. Why don't I have a weapon? It wouldn't. My weapon wouldn't show up into its thing. The thing that my weapon does when it does a thing. Why would it? Why would it decide to not do that? That don't make no sense. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Whoa, Nelly, Nelly, jelly, jelly. Hello. How about no thank you today, sir? All right. Man, where'd they get all of these friggin' dudes, all these animals from? And it's like, dude, you think it damaged the ecosystem by taking this many of the species off of their planet? I mean, I'm not saying that's something they would ever care about, but it's something I'm theoretically posing to the people watching as a means of conversation to talk about while I do this. Like, I don't know, man. This seems like an awful lot, and I hope I'm not making anything extinct by going through all of this. That'd weigh pretty heavily on anyone's conscience, even in a fictional universe. Then again, Samus didn't seem to have a problem extinctifying all of the Metroids. She seemed pretty content with that. Then again, I guess she is technically part Metroid now, so as long as her bloodline exists, then I suppose so would Metroids. It all kind of works out in a weird, twisted sort of way. But there you go, I guess. That was a weird little tangent that didn't really go anywhere. Alright. So many things, so many bad guys. Alright, so hello, what's this noise? I think this is part of the Hypnomatic? Yes, it is. It is part of the Hypnomatic. We've got to find all 3 pieces in order to get the gadgets, which is the gadget that we need in order to break into Megacorp HQ, as a matter of fact. It's actually kind of super important. So yeah, that's something we're definitely going to have to do. And I think that actually, that would basically the reason why we're here at all. But that is the way I came. Why am I going that way? There is, in fact, one other thing we can do here. Although off the top of my head, I have absolutely no idea what it is. We'll find out soon enough. Once I head back to the ship, I'll just go the way I didn't go the first time, and we'll find out real quick. Da-da-da-da! It's this way. Bust out the old swing shot. I always want to call it the slingshot, but I mean, it's not a slingshot, so I understand why it's not called that. But I don't know, swing shot isn't actually like a word. It's a term invented for this particular gadget, so obviously it requires a lot of, like, I gotta remember the fake words invented for the game in order to make it through this stuff. Anyway, I mean, I remember doing this and getting to the end, but I don't remember what the end benefit of doing so is. We'll find out in due time, once I'm done smashing literally everything. Just breaking everything without a second thought. Okay, and now it's time for flying! Whee! And a lot of flying we will be doing. Make sure you're always going forward when using this stuff. Otherwise, you will end up not having enough fuel to get to where you need to go. I can tell you this from experience. Like, always be moving forward. Make sure you know exactly where it is you're trying to go, and always push forward. The up and down doesn't matter so much, as long as you're always going forward. Yeesh. Anyway, I'm glad Ratchet seems to know where exactly we're going and why we're doing it, because honestly, this seems all very arbitrary, and he would have no way of actually knowing that any of this would lead to anything good. But there you go. And crab monster! That's a swing shot. Not good. That is not the weapon I was expecting to have pulled out, but there it is, I guess. Okay, let's just go back to that, and then like that, and there we go. Okay. Let's just prevent that noise, and keep on going forwards! Never stop! I'm basically kind of hopscotching my way across this entire field of ships. Yeesh. How many proto-friggin' pets do you need? I don't even understand. I guess he is trying to get them to everybody in the galaxy. And galaxies are known for being pretty friggin' big. And just because I don't, in fact, have any idea where all of the civilians are in any of this, doesn't stop the fact that they very much do exist. We hear about them and sometimes see them occasionally, but it's not very often. I mean, it makes sense. There wouldn't be much civilians. In the places I go, like 9 times out of 10, yeah, it would make no sense for a civilian to be anywhere near the stuff I am, but still. Occasionally, it would be nice. Either way, making our way downtown. And then more flying. Aha! I care not for all of these creatures trying to murder me. I've got stuff to do. Namely, flying all over these crates so I don't have to climb over them. like so. But then I run out of fuel and need to get a recharge. And, oh, yeah, okay, now I remember exactly what it is we do. Hand over way, way, way too many bolts to this dude. But it's necessary for the greater good. I will.
Go ahead. You'd be doing me a favor. So.
Oh, sorry. It's just, I thought you were one of them.
Dear, dear, what I'd give for even an ounce of their feral ignorance.
A burden often accompanies self-awareness, sir.
Living with the abject savagery of one's own kith and kin is quite more than one can bear sometimes. No, the torment of it all.
I understand. I, too, am of a series designed to destroy.
Ah, in that case, I have something that may interest you. But may I first humbly request a meager few bolts for food?
You know, just 40,000. Again, a Quark action figure. That costs 50 bolts. I can't imagine food costs this much, but also, I mean, he isn't using it to buy it, so I guess that makes sense.
Long time since I've eaten.
Regardless, thank you very much.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Algon City, where Protopet Mania is in full swing. For those who've spent the past week in hypersleep, the Protopet is Megacorp's wildly popular bioengineered pet. Adorable, non-allergenic, and housebroken, fans of the creature have dubbed it the perfect companion. Between the Protopet's surprisingly low price tag and its lightning-fast breeding cycle, there may soon be more than enough Protopets for everyone. Darla Gratch, Channel 64 News.
That's just overpopulation. They really are tribbles. Or twonkies.
The entire population of that planet will be devoured.
Unless we get there in time.
Which we are totes about to go do. Hello, thank you. All right, moving on. Return to Zancipio. All right, that should in theory be ever a thing. Yes, it is in fact ever a thing. Good job, me. Okay, let's see. Unless, all right. Yep, let's go to the Tundra first. We'll find Angela first. I like that idea more. Anyway, this is the place where we'll find our second vast area of hostile monsters trying to eat my face in the purpose of trying to find a bunch of crystals in order to sell to that guru guy. That's right, it's the exact same guru guy, by the way, I'll have you know. But he's the only one who can help us get through the door, and he has a hypnomatic piece, so we're gonna need a pretty good handful of the stuff now. But this place is literally packed to the brim with friggin' wampas. Like, seriously, they pop right out of their little cubby holes. Just you wait. There they are! Not today, sir! But seriously, they fly at you like the friggin' dozens. There's way too many of them. And they hit like a friggin' dump truck. I don't know if I need to really tell you that part. Also, you remember those huge, giant, bulbous fly things? Yeah, well, they've been replaced with giant Hydra heads that shoot lasers from their face. They still give you a crystal, but still. Also, these aren't desert crystals, they're moon gems. Or moon stones, as a matter of fact, but I doubt they would actually have the effect on your Jigglypuff that you would prefer. If you know what I'm saying, and I think you do. Alright, whoa, okay. Just take care of business, take care of all the wampas. I don't know what they're actually supposed to be called, so I just call them friggin' wampas. And man, you guys should have saw the glitch I had when I was doing a practice run of this. There was like, I don't even know, man. There was like, like a bunch of wampas showed up, but they were flying basically. They were hovering off the ground. I don't know. It was like some sort of weird glitch happened, and they were running on air, and they were following me. They were actually like clipping through the wall. Like I didn't want to kill it because it was like I want to see how far I could go with this, and it turns out ridiculously far. I got it in a cutscene and everything, and I doubt I'll ever be able to actually replicate such a wondrous bug ever again, but never, just have you know that it was pretty glorious. Anyway, whoa, okay, there we go. I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Release your crystalline nonsense to me! Like so, like so, like so, like so, like so. All right, I don't have to waste my time fighting every last one of these dudes, but I would like to prevent them, from, okay, yeah. Congratulations, point Point very thoroughly made. Thank you. Ow, yes, thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you very much. Aren't you just the greatest? Yeesh, okay. At least I managed to actually upgrade my health a little bit, so that's something. All right. If I remember correctly, and I'm about to get, that's the worst thing. I can't do anything. I know he's about to hit me, but nothing was gonna change that. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna need 10 of these things to get him to move the rock out of the way so we can progress with the story. And I'm gonna need 16 so I can get the hypnomatic part. Freaking Wampus, leave me alone! Seriously, just give me your freaking gems. It's not like you even use them for anything. Ow! I hate these guys so much. However, I should mention that these things are extraordinarily more valuable than the desert crystals are. You will make several 100,000 volts from collecting them. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get all of the ones I need right off the bat. Okay, you know what? I'll just come back. I'll come back for them. I got other things to do. Namely, going over here. Hi.
Oh, man. It won't budge.
Violence is not the answer.
Works pretty well for me, actually.
I am able.
And?
Patience, young one. For the rock to move, the forces of the universe must align.
So, can we make these forces align a little faster?
Ah, yes. The holistic resonance of moonstones may yet guide these wayward forces.
Okay, and the name of the game is you need 9. Okay, not 10, 9.
Oh, yes. Your arrival with the moonstones is most fortuitous, for it is in this very moment that I am able to move the rock.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Thank you, sir. That was most helpful.
Your gratitude is comforting, child. I have also found a piece of something called a hypnomatic. You may have it in exchange for more moonstones.
Wait, I thought you had no need for material possessions.
Please, do not lay your burdens upon me now. I am weary from lifting the rock, and I must rest.
I really do legitimately wonder what he gets out of having these things. Like, they clearly do something that I'm not certain of, but I don't know. I'm guessing I probably don't want to know. Either way. All right, you know what? I'm buying a new weapon. 100,000? Buying the bouncer. Don't even care. It's basically, think of it like a grenade launcher that shoots out like a grenade that explodes into a bunch more grenades. And, you know, and they're like all bouncy. They're really bouncy, like elastic rubber band balls. Like, think of it like that. That's basically what we've got ourselves here. Of course, we don't get a chance to use it because it's time for a gliding section. Woo! Straight into this skeleton face. I don't even want to know what this thing used to be. Anyway, also, can't help but notice how unbelievably convenient it is that all of these icicles have decided to start falling over now. I mean, it can't be due to me, like, making vibrations in the earth or making loud noises. I'm using a freaking hang glider. That's not exactly known for making a lot of heavy sounds or vibrations in the earth. It really just seems like they're falling for no reason. And then I just sort of crashed. Good going, me. All right, try again. When in doubt, try again. Never stop trying. Determination and gumption will get you everywhere you need to go. Anyway, you gotta have gumption. You've gotta have gum, as in chew gum, and you've gotta have gargle, minty gargle. And then maybe, just maybe, you will have the secret to a man with considerable style. His secrets to styling. Styling and profiling, I'll have you know. And of course I was so close to already being done in the first place. Ugh, why is everything gotta be so difficult? Ugh, alright, whatever. Okay, don't have to buy any more ammo. Don't know why I thought I did. Alright, and, oh, okay, if you'd be so kind as to shove this thingamabob into this thingamahole, and we just might be able to cause a little bit of chaos, a little bit of power, a little bit of crazy anarchy. There we go. I'd actually like to use this bouncer once, if that's a-okay with you. Quick select. What do I not use? The blitz gun, really. I don't really use it. I got it because it was really mad cheap. Either way, boink. There we go. And lots of tiny little itty-bitty homing little grenades just bounce all over the place. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, this is a decent weapon. It's just, you need to upgrade it a lot before it's really actually handy. Either way, it does make lots of explosives and causes a lot of problems for everybody involved, so I suppose I can't hate that much. Ow, okay, that hurt. That hurt my feelings and my esophagus. It hurt a lot of my parts, and I don't like that. Thankfully, I'm completely immune to the explosions I make. Otherwise, this would be a very, very disastrous weapon. Ugh. You have to be very ridiculously careful, especially with their weird homing properties. Either way, just keep on bouncing all sorts of giant beach ball volleyballs of death. Extreme beach volleyball. Ugh. Seriously, is that even a good volleyball game? I don't even know. Ow. I've never even played a Dead or Alive game. I ain't know nothing about their volleyball trips. Yeesh. Anyway, completely arbitrary to the task at hand. Just trying to make small talk with an audience that can't talk back. Ugh. Just keep on going, keep on launching. All right, and button. Ow. Okay, I don't know what the button did. I think it opened up the door. I'm going to go off that assumption and just move on. Ish.